So what's going on, guys? I'm having some troubles with the Integra, with the daily Integra. I haven't touched a turbo Integra in like a week or so, but this one's giving me issues now. I started up this morning to let it warm up like I do every morning before I left, and then I primed it just like I do every time I cold start it, and it cranked over just fine, and then I went inside, and after a few minutes of warming up, the car just decided to shut itself off, and it would not start back up. And now after going through it, I'm not getting any fuel and I'm not getting any spark. When I turn the key, the check engine light stays solid and the fuel pump doesn't prime. And to check for the spark, I pulled the wire, put a plug in it, and touched it to bare metal, not painted metal. I touched it to the block, and I touched it to a valve cover bolt. Tried 3 different spots and I'm getting no spark anywhere. So no fuel and no spark. So I really cannot figure this out. I've checked all my fuses, I've checked my relays. I don't want to pin it directly on the ECU because I don't know entirely if what Sean at Elite Speed did to it, if putting a new base map on it has anything to do with it. I don't want to jump to that conclusion because I did try the ECU in the Turbo Integra, which is just a P28, and it was doing the same exact thing. And I even tried switching out main relays with the Integra back there, which I know is a good main relay, and this one clicks like it should, and it clicked in that car like it should, and that relay clicks in that car like it should, and it's clicking in this car like it should. So main relays, 2 of those, swapped out 2 ECUs, no spark, and no fuel. Fuses that I can see are good, my ground connections are good. I've got the ground right here, and I've got the ground down there on the thermostat housing, that's good. And other than that, I really cannot figure it out. It cranks and it cranks just fine. Doesn't feel like it's hesitating at all, but it just won't fire up. And there's, like I said, there's no fuel. See, and the check engine light just stays solid. It doesn't go away after 2 seconds, and it doesn't flash either. But all my lights work, so there's no way it's the ignition switch. So I don't really know what else to try, but it's stressing me out because this is obviously the daily and I don't really know what else to do. Only thing I can really do is, until I figure this car out, I can put the coilovers onto the turbo car and then put the new brake booster on, bleed the brakes, and then try and drive that around. But I also need to get a valve cover gasket for that since the spark plug grommets are leaky. But I gotta figure this car out because this is my main car. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys have dealt with this at all, like, please shoot me some ideas, because I really don't know what else to check for, and I'm not skilled with a multimeter, so I don't really know how to do any of that. Alright, so it's now day 2 on this stupid hunt for what's causing the car to have no fuel and no spark. But just in case I can't figure it out today, I am going to be taking the valve cover off of this one and putting the other valve cover on it. And then gonna have to order a new brake cylinder because the one that I got, because the hole on this one is bigger than this one because this one's for ABS. So that really sucks. So that means the Integra still doesn't have brakes right now. But I'm going to have to daily the turbo tag, and I don't mean that to sound like a bad thing, but I don't entirely trust it yet. But if I can't figure this thing out today with the other Integra, then I'm going to have to put the coilovers onto the turbo tag, probably the wheels, so I don't have to mess with the coilovers, and then put the valve cover on this one, and then the brakes. And then I think it should be good, but then I really got to focus on this car and figure out why it's doing what it's doing. I'm really hoping it's just a burnt out ECU, because then I know what to blame. But I don't know, James is going to be here in a few minutes, and then we're going to try and sort this thing out. He's bringing over an ECU and a relay, a main relay, and we're going to put them in and see what we can do, and he's going to help me sniff around some more. I hear James. Ooh, he painted his wheels. Oh, those are pretty. Nice.
More or less the body harness for the fucking inside of the car is the issue. The line
Alright, so James gets here, and within 3 minutes he figures it out. He went to go put the ECU in, ECU didn't do anything, and then he went to go change out the main relay, and then he noticed a wire that I noticed yesterday, and I thought it was just a wire that the previous owner had kind of like taped off or whatever, but it turns out it was one of the wires leading to the main relay that it needed to power everything, so the relay wasn't working like it should, and crimped the relay, or crimped the connector, and it fired right up. So I'm pretty pissed at myself. Spent the entire day yesterday, like sun up to sundown, trying to figure out this stupid car. Spent all day pissed off and bummed out, and now I just feel retarded. So maybe that's what you guys should check. I know.
Simple.
Yeah, think simply. Like if you're trying to think of it something like very detailed, like distributor, igniter, fuel pump, just dumb your brain down, go watch some Looney Tunes or something, and chill, and then just look for the simple stuff. But it's not going to be a long video because that was an easy fix, thankfully. But yeah, that's probably going to be it though. So if you guys liked the video, want to see more Integra videos, want to see more skateboarding, want to see more of James's car, because we'll be doing some stuff with that soon, I'm sure. Be sure to drop a like, that helps me out. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.